Whether you're new here or you're returning for another day, it's Diesel, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we'll be discussing the whole new YouTube guidelines and what that, what it means for you guys who are trying to create a life here in YouTube, same way I am. And I like to discuss things we can do about it, also as well as call out a bunch of hypocrite YouTubers. Yeah, we'll get into all that later. Don't worry about that for right now. But we'll start off very simple. We'll start off with the guidelines itself. For the most part, they say that for the new guidelines, you need 1,000 subs and over 40,000 hours in a year span of time in order to be eligible for the partnership. They also say that this will kick out 85 to 95% of the people in the program, in the partnership right now, which is drastic when you think about it. That some people don't think that's a big deal, because it's clearly a really big deal. So I don't understand that at all. I'm not on board with that. I don't think that's okay. I don't think that's smart. I don't even think that makes sense, because it really doesn't. The whole bill, not bill, what am I talking about? Their whole plan is they don't really give a real good reason for it. It kind of seems like a ploy, kind of to save money on their end, because they do kick out 95%, close to 95% of the people under the partnership right now. So all that translates to me. I don't know why other people are missing this fact. All it translates to me is a whole lot of money going back in their pockets. That's all it translates to me. This is going to be a segment of the bad part of this whole thing. I'm gonna clarify the bad points here of this whole YouTube policy change and why it's bad. Okay, first reason, it affects majority of YouTube. Majority of the YouTube is affected. That's bad. That's really bad. Second, all it does is fill this multi-million-dollar company's pockets even more. Bad. 3, these small creators are not the ones who are affecting the ads. So even to talk about how bad it was for YouTube in its ads, which they did, I think it was Creators Studio, I think. He works for YouTube. He's talking about the change it for YouTube. It's a YouTube channel. His video also got a bunch of dislikes for obvious reasons. But he's talking about how it was a bad year for YouTube as far as ads, and this is the policy they came up to combat that. Like I said, number 3, it's not those small creators, the 95% who are getting affected, who have affected the ad revenue. It's the big 1%. Logan Paul, Pewdiepie, those such. They're the big ones, and they're the ones who are not getting touched. I mean, Logan Paul's getting touched now, but not because of the ads, mostly because people are outraged about the whole situation, which is a given. They should be, and it's the fact that everyone was giving it so much attention, and that the media was giving it so much attention that YouTube even did anything about it. Because if the media never would have gave it any attention, they wouldn't have done nothing. And you know how that goes. We've seen how that goes. So that doesn't make sense that they are affected. 4, it said that it also helps make the revenue, ad revenue for the people on the program higher. Also bad. Also bad, because that's just lining the pockets of the YouTubers. And I'll get into that a little more when we get into the part of this video where I call out a couple YouTubers who are saying some real ridiculous things on their videos. It doesn't make much sense that they're on their side. They are. I mean, it does from their standpoint, I guess, but anyone else can tell it's bull. But we'll get into that a little bit later. All around, this is a bad thing. This decreases the amount of people who want to become YouTubers, which is bad, very bad for YouTube as a whole, because all these people here now are pretty much older, and they will be gone soon. They will be. They'll be going soon, and then you'll have no new creators to step up, which might be their plan because they are starting this YouTube TV, YouTube Red series, all that stuff, and that's where it feels like really what they want to put their most focus into. So it feels like it's leading up to something that everyone's not seeing. I'm kind of like picking up on it, but it looks like it's leading up to something other people are not seeing, and I don't trust it. It doesn't seem correct, as well as a lot of people are gonna start hating on YouTube for it. YouTube's getting enough hate as it is. It's gonna start going downhill. It's already going downhill, to be honest, but it's gonna start going even more downhill. Because I promise you, I haven't even checked out statistics for this, but I can guarantee you, while YouTube is going through the stuff it's going through right now, Twitch views are going up. I guarantee you, Twitch is going up. YouTube's going down. Twitch is gonna go up. That's how it's gonna go. And YouTube is no one to blame but themselves. Okay, moving on to the good of these policy changes. The good, as they said, I can't even say good. That's why I have to do the air quotes, as weird as the air quotes are. And I mean, it's 2018. I probably should be using air quotes, but I had to put it out there so you guys understand it's not actually good. What I'm about to say is that it supposedly stops the people from uploading videos. I've heard a couple YouTubers talk about this. We're going to get into them a little bit later. The guy from Creator Studio also talked about this. It's to stop the people from mass uploading videos, mass re-uploading other people's content, things like that. It's to stop them. I'm going to go on a limb and say they're about 5% of total creators on YouTube. 5, maybe 10% of total creators on YouTube. You just made a plan to if negatively affects 95% to stop that small percentage. That is the most ineffective thing I've ever heard in my life. If that's your actual, like, this is your actual solution to this YouTube, that's the most ineffective thing I've ever seen in my life. As far as management goes, it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of in my life. You don't say a small percentage of people were, say, stealing at your company. Let's say you had 1,000 employees at your company, and let's say you knew 2 people. No, you knew 5 people were stealing. 5 people out of that 1,000 were stealing. You didn't know who it was, but you knew it was a total of 5 people were stealing out of that company. Would your policy be to punish 950 employees, decrease in their pay, say even by 5%, to combat this? No, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. So it's either YouTube is really dumb as far as management goes. I know I'm not a management genius, but I do have a degree. I do have a bachelor's degree in business management, administration, concentration, whatever. You get what I'm saying. I have a degree in management. So it's either YouTube's really bad at management, or there is an interior motive like the past things I mentioned earlier in this video. Now, those videos do not infect anyone. They act like those videos steal revenue from YouTube or negative. No, it does not. It really does not do anything, because all it does is, if you see a video, re-upload of Logan Paul video, and you like what you see in that video, guess what? You're gonna go subscribe to the real Logan Paul. You're not gonna stay on that guy's channel. Second, that guy will not get any money from this, because his video will get demonetized immediately. I do reactions, and those reactions get claimed within like 2 minutes, like 2 to like 30 minutes of me posting the video. You do not get money from that. It makes no sense. We'll get back into that a little bit more later as well. It should be next segment, I believe. But like, it doesn't make sense. All the points they're making make no sense to anyone, except, and here's where you get to the part where we throw some shade at some YouTubers. Except some big YouTubers. I'm gonna play a clip here of Drama Alert's video from tonight, actually. Yeah, January 17th. And I want you guys to look at it and really think about it in your minds. Think about what's going on in this video, what's being said in this video. And then after I finish playing that clip, we're going to get right back into it. We're going to talk about it a little bit more.
And in today's biggest story, YouTube has finally updated its partner program following the Logan Paul story. So not only did Trusted Flagger tweet out that 85 to 90% of partners will be getting kicked from the program, but YouTube's Creator Insider uploaded this video where they highlight some key points from the update. Roll it.
Hello Insiders, this week we made some announcements about the YouTube Partner Program, linked to the blog post below. So obviously 2017 was a tough year for YouTube advertising and how we kind of monetize videos. But what's most important is that for 2018 we really want to take a new approach to monetization. And the main difference for 18 will be, in order to join YouTube Partner Program, you will now need at least 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours of watch time in the last year.
Okay, so let me elaborate on this really quick. What he just said equates to about 80,000 views per year and a minimum of 1,000 subscribers. And if you're an actual YouTuber planning to make this your job, that is not a hard goal at all. Now, Reddit, for some reason, was particularly angry at this update, but was met from a high appraisal from YouTubers worldwide, including Keemstar and Pewdiepie, where they said this on Twitter. If you can't get 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours of watch time in a year, then do you really believe you should make money from YouTube? I see so many people upset, but let's be real. If YouTube is your job and you expect to be paid, but can't get 1,000 subs, you suck at your job. Pewdiepie responds with, as annoying as it is that this is YouTube's response to the Logan Paul thing, or at least it seems like it, I'm with you. It shouldn't be an issue not to monetize before you hit these numbers. Pretty much anyone can come on YouTube and make money from it now, whereas it used to be a very exclusive group of people. And to be absolutely honest with you, I agree with Keemstar and Pewdiepie.
Okay, now that that video is done, let's move on to the shade throwing part of this whole video. So far I've seen I think he's Sore Nudah now. Sore Nudah, Keemstar, Philly D, and Pewdiepie all agree with this, as well as a couple other YouTubers that you should have seen in that clip. I believe they were tweeting, saying positive things about this. They're all idiots. Lack of better, they're all idiots. They're all morons. Either that or they're all just asses, and they're trying to like get inside the heads of their fans and convince them that this is okay when this is not. It's not okay. And realistically, those people who are saying it are okay are only thinking about it in the short run, because in the long run it's really not okay. YouTube will die. YouTube will die if this continues. I don't know if you guys know this, but YouTube will die. And you guys who are saying all this stuff are nothing without the fans, and the fans are going to leave, and then you guys are going to go back to being nothing. Because you guys are nothing without the fans. I think you guys keep forgetting that. And most of the fans of YouTube, a lot of them want to be YouTubers. A lot of them, even the people who are not want to be YouTubers, respect YouTubers because they're just regular people making a living off YouTube. They're you know, thriving through making videos for people, for the average people, not through big companies, but one person. You know, that's why they support it so much. That's gonna end up changing really quickly, because it's seeming more like an organization where you guys are their employees now, instead of it's anyone, anything goes, anyone can jump in. Now it's seeming like only a select few, almost like you have to pass an application, like you only have to, almost like you have to put in an application and then you have to be selected. It's starting to feel like that. Now, Keemstar, Nudah, Philly D, Pewdiepie all mention. I don't know. We'll start with Keemstar. Sorry, we'll start with Keemstar. Keemstar's tweet said, "If you cannot get 40,000 hours a year with 1,000 subs in a year, and you want to make YouTube your job, then it's your fault, because that means you really suck at your job." Now that tweet makes sense. If Keemstar, it wasn't for the fact that earlier you said, and I quote, you said you cannot make money off YouTube in the beginning. You need a real job, and YouTube needs to be kind of your side hustle until you start making it into your full-time job. You said that's what you did. A lot of YouTubers said that's what you did as well. So you saying You can't get 1,000. You can't get 1,000 subs and 40,000 hours a year of view time as your job. As you just said, it would not be our job. Even less so now that we have to make it up there to even make money. It's not our job. You're not making sense. You can't go and say that this is what you did, but now that it's our turn, it just doesn't apply. It doesn't make sense. It makes no sense. We get that part of it. That part of it makes perfect sense. But pushing it back even further makes zero sense as well, considering we were already making zero to no money. It makes no sense. Especially considering the fact that a lot of these people who are making YouTube now are kids. Are young kids. A lot of those kids aren't even old enough to have a real job. So the little bit of money they're getting, maybe the 100 in like 3 months or so that they're getting, helps them. It helps them buy equipment that they would need to continue on YouTube, continue on making content. So what you're saying makes no sense. And if you guys, the viewers, notice, the only people agreeing with this, as they showed and as Nudah said, it's getting big approval from other YouTubers. Other established YouTubers, other YouTubers who this does not affect, other YouTubers who this gets them more money because it saves money from the pockets of the smaller people and gives it to the bigger people. Of course they're gonna support it. Why would they not support it? It also limits the amount of competition they have for views, because there's no other upstarts that are coming up taking views for them, being entertaining. There's gonna be a lot less Jake Paul, like people popping up out of nowhere and just growing and being huge, taking views for them. That's what they're counting on. That's what their hope is. And that's ridiculous. How can they even like think that way? How can they be so shallow? Like in the words of Keemstar, you, as a YouTuber, when you're in that range, as he said to Philly D about his Patreon, you do not need any more money. You make a great amount of money. You make plenty of money. You do not need any more money. But yet they're acting like they need more money. See, because when the adpocalypse was happening and they were making less money, they didn't say, oh, well, you know what, that's fine, we'll just get more views. And they're the big creators who that's their full-time job. And when the adpocalypse was happening, they weren't saying, okay, the money's down, that just means we have to get more views. That's not what they said. They cried, they bitched, and they moaned. But now that the smaller creators are getting hit with this, which is not their full-time job, as we just discussed, it's harder for them to do it because it's not their full-time job. They want to sit there and pretend like they agree with it for some odd reason I don't understand. It makes zero sense. The whole situation makes no sense, and it's actually disgusting to me that they're going to sit here and pretend like this is okay, like this is all good. It's not. Like, stop pretending. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's definitely not all good. Going back to PewDiePie, actually, I forgot all about PewDiePie. Is also on board for this, which I find extremely weird. PewDiePie on board with something that hurts the smaller YouTubers, considering he's the one that started the adpocalypse in the first place. You're okay because you have, what, 53 million subscribers or so? You're okay. You started the adpocalypse, but you already had plenty of money before that, and you're already still going to make plenty of money after that, because as I said, they already make enough money even with the apocalypse affecting them. So you're okay with what you started snowballing down the hill and then affecting the smaller YouTubers. You're okay with that. That's just disturbing to me, because in reality, you're the one who started all this. So for you to say it's okay doesn't give anyone a sense that it's okay. Because it's not. You're not in the shoes. Only people who are saying this is okay are people not in those shoes. Any other small YouTubers, like, any other YouTuber just starting off is like, this is BS. It's making it a lot harder for us to just get started off. It makes no sense. It's awful. It's terrible. realistically, it's dumb, and I don't support it. But that's enough for this video for now. This video's been dragging on a bit. I have a few more points I wanted to make, but this video is gonna be long enough as it is. So comment down below your thoughts, anything you want to say. Maybe I'll make a response video to all the comments. Maybe people are opposed to it, which is okay. It's 2018. We could differ on views. That's fine. Don't go crying about it, spamming the dislike button because you think that's gonna hurt me, because it's not. I really don't care. We can have disagreements. We can not agree with each other. That's fine. Just tell me what you disagree about. Maybe we can have a conversation about it. You know, maybe like adults. I know a lot of you are kids, but you like to act like adults. So act like an adult in this situation. And comment down below and let me know what you disagree with. And if you agree, let me know that you agree. I appreciate that as well. That thumbs up button. I believe I should have my Patreon started, because apparently we're going to need that now, according to Philly D, which was also good advice for Philly D. I also want to throw in there, I'm not a hater of any of those YouTubes I named. I actually watch them. That's why I even seen their videos. I watch them, so I actually am a fan of them. I just don't agree with what they were saying. Like I said, we can disagree. That's fine. It's 2018. Yeah, I'm probably going to have Patreon started, so if you want to support me, go down there and do that as well. Hit the subscribe button, because apparently I'm going to need 1,000 subscribers to even start making any money. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Hit the dislike if you didn't, because I don't care. And yeah, look out for that second video I am making, because I am going to talk about a way we can all get around this, get around these YouTube rules if you're not for it. Maybe even make YouTube pay for implementing those rules. There are ways we can get YouTube back for implementing those rules, trust me. And I will be discussing those in the next video. But for now, thanks for joining me, and see you in the next video.